Happy Wednesday night, Wednesday evening to you all. Shalom. Shalom, shalom, shalom. I say shalom. Shalom means peace. God's peace, the peace that you get from God. I'm going to finish up 2025, God willing. Um take a brief trip to the East Coast. What I'll do is I'll just go and surprise my parents. Um, Hi, Wanda. Thank you for coming in. Shalom. Happy Wednesday to you. I got a night off. Stayed off. Could have worked overtime, but you got to rest the body. You got to rest the mind. When I'm done with this live, it's just a quick live. I'm gonna watch a movie. So for the rest of this year, hi, awesome who dat. For the rest of this year, I will be. I'm gonna do a surprise trip for my mom and dad to go see them and go wrap my arms around them and um, just cherish them. And December, it depends on a lot of things. I don't know. I forget what all Mexico got's going in December. I will probably just do one more trip to Cancun in December, and then next year I'll do what I promised, and I'll start going to different states. Hi Jamal, God bless you. God bless everybody in this chat. And Jamal said my regards to Sol Maria. I hope she's doing well. God bless you. God bless Sol Maria. Thanks for coming in. So yes, next year is I'm gonna be going to places in the United States, or and then my sister and I will take a couple of fabulous trips. We like to go on really nice trips. We like to be bougie. I already, for the one trip that we're planned, I've already literally got all my outfits. I just have to shed a couple of pounds here and there so that it looks the way I want it to look, even though I can still rock it. And that's not me being vain. It is what it is. Um and then I want to do a couple of there's some people that I have in mind. I want to do some interviews with some people, and I also want to have a yes, Jamal, get it together. Her name is Wanda. You can call her Wanda. Um Hope you got her as somebody to follow. She's very, very, very positive. Hey, a brother of a certain age. Good to see you again. Again. But I wanted to have some conversations about a couple of heavy things. I have been in some lives where certain things were being talked about and it triggered me. And I took some time to pray about it. Once I prayed about it, I realized that I, I I'm not a victim of what has happened in my past. I'm actually a victor, and then to actually see, to actually feel, because you guys know I've been on a healing journey, and I feel like I was going to be on this journey for 500 years, and like the Lord has like through like light years have like just shown me so many things that needed to be healed. I know I talk about it a lot. I talk about it a lot because I'm just so grateful, and I'm just so grateful, and I just thought it would be longer than what it is. I just thought it would be longer, and the Lord was like, "No, I've been waiting for you to do this. So, let's clean you out, let's get you healed so you can get on with things." So in that, I've had been in chats where people were talking about certain things and that I've not been triggered. I don't have a lot of males on my channel, or I don't have a lot of males who actually come in my lives and stay in my lives, and I definitely get it. You know, sometimes we talk about women things to the extreme, but as a victor, I'm sorry, yes, a victor of sexual assault, and it's happened. This is going to be 26 years ago. And I think I didn't give, I think I just allowed myself to wallow in what had happened to me instead of being like, Lord, just take away all the pain so that I can move past it. But usually around this time, I get depressed and I get, really, really lethargic, not being able to do anything. But I am very thankful to the Lord that that's not the case this year. So, I wanted to, hey, Queen Scorp. Y'all, Queen Scorp is in the building. That's her name, Queen Scorp, for me, anyways. I did want to have a panel on with both men and women. I might have to go find some men, but I want to have a panel on someone who had on anyone who has had oh, I should. You know what? I need to do this. I need to do this on StreamYard because this is really a trigger warning. But if you've been a victim of assault, sexual assault, and it's been a while, I want to know how your feelings are about sex, how they have changed, how, if you've ever questioned your sexuality, if you've ever questioned why God took you through that, if you've ever um if you now have a healthy relationship with sex. Though that's what yes, Queen Score. God always got God's definitely got me. That I really want to have like a panel about that. I also want to talk to people about so there's a lot of people who are motivators in my you know, a lot of my subscribers are motivators or channel creators themselves, and they've gone through things, and I want to have some interviews with them as well. But my interviews are going to be they will be organic, but I will tell the person to ask me what questions need to be asked, so there's not a lot of fluff, not it's not a key. It's not a key that I'm having, like we're just sitting around, you know, talking about nothing, but actually what have you gone through, and what has um brought you to this place of being a motivator or being able to motivate others. And then I'm going to always, you guys know I have a second channel. It's called Cynthia Johnfin. Cynthia, Cynthia, with my last name, Johnfin, JOHNFINN. And that's going to be my homeless outreach, which I do anyways, you guys. I just want to do it in a big way, show you guys how I'm doing it. I don't care if you guys support me financially on this channel, but if you want to donate to the homeless on my other channel, then that's fine. Some people get aggravated because people like, we'll do this, do that. But if you donate to that channel and you're like, well, I want you to do this with that, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be very transparent because the money is never, ever at all going to be for me. The Lord takes good care of me, but it's definitely I definitely if people want to help me cherish, feed the homeless people, then I'm not going to say no. And I actually have had somebody already donate. So I'm already starting on a good leg. Queen Scorp, we all done gone through bullcrap, but it made us stronger. I want to help with you, homeless. I have a lot of inventory. Oh, okay. So I also want to say that if you want to on your own, I hope I inspire other people in their cities. Hey, Blaze, you only live once. Why not do it big? Peace and blessings, Cynna and everybody in the house. Hope all is well. Shout out to you, Blaze. Thank you so much. Shalom. Happy Wednesday. Wednesday, yeah. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, I want to inspire other people to um, feed the homeless in their city, and not just feed the homeless, but give them things that they need. I'm gonna try to figure out like where is the one place you can go and get like blankets for a cheap price. When it's what you're do wait you're doing something for the homeless. So I've always done stuff for the homeless. I always have. I live in Houston. Houston is a big city. We have a large population. Actually, anyways, we have a large population of homeless, and a lot of their resources have been shut down. It makes me want to cry, but it have been shut down. And you guys know they do have shelters, but the shelters you can't when you can't stay. It's not like you can put your stuff up on a bunk and then you could be in the shelter forever. They make you leave at a certain point, and then you come back at a certain point, and then once you come back, when you they make you leave again, you got to take all your stuff with you. You definitely don't leave your stuff around as a homeless person, because somebody will steal it, and they'll steal everything, including your driver's license. There's a lot of homeless people on the streets who don't have driver's license, birth certificates, none of that, because people will just steal your wallet. You'll be sleeping and they'll go in your tent or your sleeping bag or your blanket, and take your stuff. And so yeah, I do things for the homeless. I have for years. I have a camp. There's 7 people in the camp. I always get stuff together for them, and they know that I'm coming. I'm not I have stopped with giving out money, only because I do not want to contribute to I just don't. I'm gonna say it. I'm not paying for people's drugs. Like, I'd rather use that money on buying more combs and buying more shampoo, and little toothbrush, little toothpaste. Homeless people, they like those the Tupperware wipes, where you can wipes, what you can call it, hand sanitizer. I just want to inspire people to do the same. And it doesn't even have to be big. Just put a case of water in your car, put some snacks in your car. You can always pass those out. Put some dog food or dog bones in your car, because now the homeless people have dogs too. Sometimes they have kids. You can put books in there. Sometimes they'll be outside there with their kids, which I don't like. Sometimes I do feel like when they're out there with their kids that they have that not all of them are homeless. Lord forgive me, but um so you can put in books for the kiddos. I'll go buy the kiddos Happy Meals. But if you put water, you put chips, you do like sandwiches, you just could just go to the store, buy like 2 loaves of bread, buy some ham and cheese, and then put those in Ziploc containers, and then hand them out water. You can put a whole thing of water in your refrigerator, and then you could put a whole thing of water in your freezer. Just take them out, and then just take them out one by one and put them in your freezer. And sometimes even during the winter, I put it in the refrigerator because people might still want cold water. So you can always have water in your car, always have snacks in your car. Don't eat The snacks. Don't eat the snacks. Give it to the homeless, okay? Um so I'm gonna look and see where we can get the cheapest blankets to hang out to hand out. And then during the summertime, they can use those blankets as pillows. You guys, homeless people. Hi, hey Joshy, homeless people are very smart and very resilient. They know how to do a lot of things. You do stuff for the holiday season or year round. I don't even celebrate Christmas or anything. I do things year round. There's always water in my car. There's always snacks in my car. I do have a camp. Like I said, that I kind of they get more stuff just because I understand them and they understand me. They don't ask for money. They know why. I'm not, they're not perfect. They do their thing, but I make sure that they have food on their stomachs and water and socks. Shoes, it doesn't matter. You can just get some cheap shoes, different places. That makes a big deal too because they walk a lot, you guys. They walk a lot. Aspirin, Tylenol, just don't. Me and my parents celebrate holidays. That's cool. That's cool. I really love holidays so much. That's cool. That's cool, Josh. That's cool. That's cool. I never in my life. Sorry, I growing up we didn't celebrate holidays, and we're not Jehovah's Witnesses. We just didn't. We consider them to be pagan. But like I said, if I'm dating a guy and he's celebrating Christmas and he's gonna get me a gift, I'm gonna get him a gift too. I mean, it's not a big deal. Um, so what are you guys up to? I just came just to say hi. Um, and then just tell you guys what. Yeah, so next year, so I'll be traveling next year to different cities. Um, doing interviews. I have to focus on my traveling because that's what I want my channel to be about a lot. And then just giving advice on what I do during travel to make it affordable. My sister and are going to take you on a really nice, fabulous vacation. Blaze says, reminds me of my grandfather. He did stuff year round for people on the streets too. Got me involved as well. Taught me a lot about humanity. Of course, of course. The thing with me is Blaze. Blaze, you're newish to my channel, so you haven't heard me bellyache about the same things. But 2023, I got laid off from my job. I got laid off, and it was really, really a hard time because when I got laid off, there were a lot. Anyways, I'm not even going to get into it. I got laid off. They actually shut down. I'm a psychiatric nurse. I'm a psychiatric nurse, and they shut down the behavioral health center. And that's why I say when our behavioral health center, we helped a lot of the indigent patients, the patients who didn't have anything, not even insurance. And so we got contracts to help pay for those patients. Well, I don't know if the contracts didn't pay as much. I think I've been told that the money was stolen. People were taking money. So they shut down the behavioral health center that I worked at. And I was getting paid very, very well. And I had to take a pay cut. When I got a new job, they were like, we're not paying you that. And I was like, well, I've been a nurse for so long and this is what I'm worth. But anyways, I had to take the job because, I got bills to pay. So I went ahead and took the job. It was a $10 pay cut. And yeah, I'm not boasting, but the Lord I got a new job and he gave me all my money back. So I'm back where I was, but I'm definitely learning to not use my money in ways the Lord doesn't want me to use my money, because he really had to sit me down and be like, listen, when I tell you not to do something, don't do it. When I tell you to do something, do it. But anyways, I always feel like you can't look down at homeless people, because you could be in that situation. Hi, sweet Alice. Hey, it's good to see you. Shalom. Happy Wednesday. So yeah, I always think, don't look down at the homeless, because you could be in that situation. God forbid it. God forbid it. But yeah, that was a good example, a good teaching to me. Like, don't ever take things for granted, and don't ever feel like, and when you not it wasn't like I didn't still, I still was making a lot of money. But when you're making a certain amount of money and then it drops, it does hurt you financially, because you weren't ready for that drop. You didn't prepare for that. And I was doing a lot of things for a lot of people, and so yeah. Everybody else has heard this more than one thing, but you just have to be careful, because you don't want to, don't mock the homeless or anything, because you don't want to be in that situation. And I've seen a lot of people. I've talked to a lot of people who are homeless. I'm telling you, they're like 500 times smarter than me. It's like they just, they used to be on top, and something happened, and they ended up at the bottom. Just, you could talk to them, you could tell they're well educated. A lot of people come from very, very nice backgrounds. They are ashamed to go back to their people, because they're used to being the breadwinner, and they're not anymore. Or they're used to being, this type of person, they're not anymore. They're ashamed to go back to their family sometimes. So yeah, I encourage all of my people, just bars, and being on the street is no joke. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. And I know this from experience. I can 100% relate it to having start all over again with nothing. Okay, so Blaze, can you be one of my can I interview you next year as well? If not, that's totally okay. I do have some people who have said yes. If not, that's totally okay. Alice, mother-in-law, is in the house. Yes, Alice, sweet Alice. You didn't see her come in. She's been in here. She's been in here for about 10 minutes now. We love our sweet Alice. Yeah, she's been in here for 10 minutes now. So yeah, so Blaze, I would love to interview you if you want me to. If you don't, then that's all good too. Wanda says, if it was not for the grace of God, that could be any of us, how dare we pass judgment? Don't do it. That's absolutely right, Wanda. That's absolutely right. Absolutely right. Um, sometimes the mighty fall. Sometimes the mighty fall. Um, and it's very humbling. It's very humbling. God will humble you. Yes, we love you, sweet Wanda. I love all y'all in the chat. But yes, God has a way of humbling you. And he's sweet too. He's sweet too. The humbling is not because he's a mean God. It's because sometimes you got to humble yourself. Sometimes you got to humble yourself. No, never mind. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. But be hum, be hum, be humble or be humbled. Alice, put that on a t-shirt. Put that on a t-shirt. Be humble or be humbled. This is very true. This is very true. How was your birthday, Alice? How was your birthday? Queen Scorp said sorry, had a phone call. It's all good, Queen Scorp. I just came in. I didn't have a topic. I just wanted to let you guys know what I'm going to be doing with my channel. This year I'll end it out. I'm going to do a superb cooking and drinking, and I'm going to make a superb dessert this year. I'm going to take that more serious next year as well because I want to do something pretty special with that. Do some traveling. I within the states and outside of the country. There is a car ride that I want to take. I'm going to take you guys with me. I think that will be fun. And I'm not even gonna lie, it's gonna help my watch hours. I'm gonna do a lot next year to boost my watch hours, you guys. I'll think about it, so now I'll definitely let you know for sure. Word is bond. Okay, so Blaze, I want you to know, I want you to know, I want you to know that if it's a no, I have no problem with that at all. None whatsoever. So don't think that you have to do it, okay? Um it's not, yeah. So don't, yeah, it's not you just said it, and I just instinctively just been was like, "Oh, okay, can I interview you?" But I'm going to be doing things very strategically. So don't feel like you have to say yes, Blaze. It's okay. If you're not ready to share that story, or if that you want to share that story, put it on your page. That's would be fantastic as well. We'll all go there and support you. Okay, so um, either way, who that says I love road trips? Who that be on the road? On the road again? Just can't wait to get on the road again. I love that. Who that? I love that you do your thing. Let's see. What did Scorp say? Scorp said, Alice, hey, darling. Scorp says, I be loyal to my friends if they wrong or right. And the older I get, the more I'm vocal. And she said, I love you more, boo, to Alice. I'm loyal to my friends whether they're wrong or right, but I've also and I have told Brill and I are really close. That's my sister. And I told her before, like, Brilly, if you ever see me, and I'm sure she has. I'm like, Brilly, if you ever see me do something weird or unrighteous, please come talk to me. Like, I know you're gonna be my friend or whatever, but my friends, I like when my friends correct me as well. Because yeah, I feel like I'm a nice person. It's really hard to get me to not be nice. Like, I enjoy life. I like to laugh. I love to enjoy life. I love to enjoy people. I like to make other people laugh. I love to just hear about other people and hear their stories and stuff like that. Sometimes I can get caught up in mess, and I try to be like, okay, I'm getting caught up in this mess, but I'm speaking the truth. And sometimes I just need to shut up. And I told a brilliant, and she knows. I was like, you ever see me doing anything goofy? Come to me and let me know. And that's with my a brilliant is my friend, but like, even my friends that I speak to and I see on a regular basis, that way with them too, and they don't hesitate, and I don't hesitate when it comes to them. So I'm loyal to my friends, whether they're right or wrong. But if they're wrong, then I approach them, and I'm like, okay, we got to change some things. Who's a new? Oh, lovely Anu. Hey, lovely Anu. Hey, sis. It's so good to. It's always good to see you. It's always good to see you, and thank you for the likes, everybody. Very sweet of you guys. Ah. Um. Queen Scorp said, "Alice, go Cowboys." Blaze says, "I don't have a page. I'll leave the content creation to the professionals, but I'll help out any way I can." Blaze, why do I feel like you probably would get a channel and kill it? But I understand. I used to have another YouTube page, Blaze, and let me tell you something. I was like, I was an oversharer, an oversharer, and it was really, really like I felt like, okay, I want people. You know why I was an oversharer? Because I felt like people were coming on YouTube and they were fronting fronting about their lives, and so I wanted to come on YouTube, and I wanted to share the good and bad of my life, so people can understand what real is like. Some people didn't like it because whenever Cynna says that she's going to do something, she's going to do it. If I say I'm going out the country, I'm out. If I say I'm going here, I'm going. So a lot of people didn't like it because it like put a spotlight on them. But I overshared so much. My family definitely supported me, and it was just one day my mom came to me and she was like, "I want you to erase your page. I want you to take your page down. It's take it down." And out of respect for my mom and out of love for my mom and out of like me really realizing like I'm doing the most right now, and when I say I'm doing the most, it was just like I just share too much. You do have to keep a lot of things close to the vest, and it wasn't like people were coming after me for what I shared. I think that they liked it because when I shut my channel down, there were so many people that were like, "Why?" They really enjoyed it. And it's really funny, like all the like, okay, Cola James and then Justo, they know that I have my YouTube back. My family knows that I have my YouTube back, but I don't tell. My mom and dad have been on my new YouTube page, but they don't know what it's called because I want to get to a place where I feel like they would be super duper proud of me and super duper proud of what I produce. And plus, I don't know if my mom will understand like if I have a panel about sex. You know what I mean? Like I want to get her. I'll have to prepare her and be like, listen, I talk about adult things on my channel and it's not going to be no raunchy. When I do have that panel, it's not going to be no raunchy, none of that. And I wouldn't do that. I am a lady, and I'm a classy lady, and no, we don't do that. So I understand, Blaze. After I got rid of my channel, I was like, I only want to be a supporter. And then I started wanting to be a content creator again because I wanted to, do things, and then share it with the people that I've grown to love. But Blaze, I do try to encourage people um to get pages on YouTube, but I understand if they don't. My neighbors, I don't know what time it is. My neighbors are outside playing volleyball. Let's see. Lovely Anu, thank you so much for being here. Love you, sis. Sister. Krishna, sis, love you. Thank you so much for being here. Sweet Alice says she'll be right back. Okay. Sweet Wanda says, I definitely believe people are not who they I I definitely believe people are not who they pretend to be. Yeah, some people pretend to be some people pretend to be things that they're not. Just be your and the crazy thing is the craziest thing is at all times is that people always love you when you're just being yourself. Truly, like when you're just being yourself. That's what people love. That's what people want to see. They don't want to see anything pretentious or, the lies. And the thing is, like when you are pretentious and when you do lie, it gets exposed. Like it gets exposed. Some people will like expose themselves. So just be yourself. If people don't like you, that's fine. They don't have to come around. And if they do like you, that's wonderful. They come around. But yeah, don't be pretentious. Just be yourself. Scorpio Mama says, when I got fired, I went back to the job to unalive a person that was picking on me to get fired. Scorpio Mama, I can't with you. Hey, Thrive and Glow with Joe. Hey, Joe, sweetheart. It's good to see you. Joe says hi to everyone. Scorpio Mama says hi, Joe. Lovely and New says beautiful. Hey, Scorp. Sweet Alice is back. Scorp Queen Scorp said, "God bless me to retire early." Oh my goodness, Queen Scorp, I can't with you. I can't take it. I can't. I can't take you. Queen Scorp, we almost had to be watching you on Netflix special. Talk about she went back to the office. Don't do that. Y'all don't do that, okay? If anything, just get another job. Oh my gosh. Queen Scorp, who is Scorpio Mama, we always wait. Like if I don't see her in a chat, then I don't know. I'm not staying too long because I'm just like, what is this lady on? And she don't say like the same thing like every single time. Queen Scorp is in a chat. She says different. This lady has lived. Queen Scorp, when is the book coming out? Because you never say the same thing on in a chat. You always got a brand new story to tell. Come out with the book. Like we're waiting. Come on. The people of God are waiting for the book, okay? We need hardback, we need paperback, and we need audio. Oh me, oh my. God bless me to retire early. I'm screaming. I just want to say thank you, Lord. Thank you, sweet, precious Jesus, lying in a manger with the beautiful, chubby cheeks who grew up and was sacrificed and shed his blood for us. Thank you, sweet Jesus, for Scorpio Mama retiring early because I don't know. We would have been seeing her on the first 48. We would have been seeing her on the Netflix special and on YouTube under one of these crime shows. What the enemy had for me was my blessing. I agree. Be you, Scorp. Be authentically you. Just just stay on your path, little princess. Right, Wanda. It's just easier to be you because that's it. I doubt I'll ever fire up my own channel, but I do help other people with their platforms every now and then. Like there's a content creator called Fear No Mortal $. I'm doing voiceover work for her show. Okay, that sounds really amazing. That sounds really, really good. That's cool. That's very, very cool. Is it a paid gig, Blaze, or you're just doing it to help out? Either way, it's cool. It's draining to keep up with lies and plan pretend. It is. It is draining. It is draining. Just be yourself. Alice, move like a ghost on the YouTube street. Alice is laughing at Scorp. People would have been doing commentary on her. Ah, we love us some Scorpio mama. That's just that on that. Krishna, you can't see because she got a lot of yellow and red. She runs a faith based channel and she's a writer. She's putting together these shorts called Life Gems using AI. My character is appearing in episode 3. Okay. Um Let me just go back up, Blaze. The content creator's name is Fear No Mortal, FEARNO Mortal, and then at the end of Mortal is $sign. Okay, that is the content creator that Blaze is doing the voiceover work for. Okay, y'all, I I just got to 500. Okay, you guys subscribe to Scorp. We really do need to get her um over the 1K. Over the 1K. I lost my other channel due to my grandson. How so? Did he do something, Scorpio Mama? How so? How did you lose your other channel? Scorpio, do you ever go live? My neighbors are Indian. They come from, and also even at my job, I have a lot of Indian people at my job. Anyways, I told myself I wasn't going to say anything about my job. But anyways, they come from a very beautiful, 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 beautiful city in India called Kerala. And it's someplace that I want to go one day. I have a supervisor. She wants me to marry her brother, which is not happening. But anyways, I have a supervisor who has a house there. And when I saw the pictures, like it looks so much more prettier than Hawaii. And I haven't been to Hawaii. My parents and my brothers have gone. My younger brother said it was boring, and it looks like it would be boring to me, even though I love the beach. I just feel like Hawaii and the different islands would not be something I want to do. But they're from Kerala and it looks so beautiful and that's where I want to go. The time to get there is a lot. But I definitely want to go there. Um it's just a beautiful. Oh, I actually have another friend and he has a house there. Anyways, they're I don't know why Indian people like me, but I know for sure my old supervisor, she's not my supervisor now. My old supervisor has invited me to stay at her house whether she's there or not, and I want to make my way over there with my sister at some point next year. Um, y'all, my I really want to go to Tokyo, and my sister does not want to go to Tokyo. And I just feel like, okay, I do understand that Tokyo is expensive. I'll work really hard to make sure that we have a good time. Well, I mean, my sister makes good money herself. But what I'm just saying is that I'll work really hard so that I can have a fabulous experience in Tokyo. But she doesn't want to go, and she's the boss. And so I'm not unhappy about where we are going. I just want to go to Tokyo so bad. I've been where we're going. I've been there before. I want to go to another continent, y'all, but I can't because she doesn't want to go to Tokyo. Anyways, all right. Yeah, and I Scorp's not selling like her desserts and stuff, but if you watched her videos with the desserts that she makes, they look amazing, and her knitting and everything. You guys go over there to Scorp, sub to her, and then watch her shorts and her content, please. And yeah, and then sub to her, shout her out. A lot of people shout her out. So yeah. Alice dropped Scorpio Mama's channel. Thank you so much, sweet Alice. I'm not really a content creator. I'm here to tell my adoption story. And Queen Scorp, we are here to listen to it. Nope, it's not paid, not yet, but me and her are really cool. She's my people, so I don't mind helping out if I'm able. You never know what it might turn into down the line. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right, Blaze. Absolutely right. Scorpio Mom says, thank you, Alice. Alice says, that's true, Blaze. You're welcome, Scorp. Krishna gave me some, what is that? Some hi, I don't know. Scorpio Mama says, don't tell me nothing. Krishna support, send me some highs. Alice, if someone asks me, I'm sorry, Alice, if some, Blaze said, Alice, if someone asks me, Alice, if someone asks for my help, I'm going and I'm able to do it, I will. The only thing I ask in return is to pay it forward. Yes, pay it forward. That part. Tokyo, plan it out and go for it, Cynna. I can't because I'm not going to go by myself. The only place I go by myself is Cancun. And the reason why I go to Cancun a lot is because it's the first place I did go by myself. I have four siblings. We're obsessed with each other. We love going on vacation together. My brothers go on vacation a lot together. My sister and I, and then my mom, but mostly my sister and I, we go a lot of places together. The four of us go a lot of places together, or it might be the three of us, or whatever. Um, and Cancun is the one place I just said, you know what? I'm going somewhere by myself. I was looking everything up. I was like, oh, Cancun is a 2 hour flight. I went to Cancun and I had a good time. Even this time where I just went to Cancun, um, like, oh, y'all saw that purple outfit that I had, and then I had like purple book bag and purple suitcase, and so the hotel that I went, they know me because I'm tacky and I match my clothes to my suitcase and stuff like that. And like they even like my concierge was like, "Oh, I'm every time I want to know what you're wearing all the time." But that it was at just that one day that I wore purple. I was gonna wear purple the whole time, but like my other outfits were hoochie mama outfits, and I was like, okay, I'm giving up the hoochie mama life, so I'm not gonna wear those outfits. So I actually took them out of my rotation, and I am going to donate them because they won't look hoochie mama on other people. Anyways, yeah, I really wish I can go to Tokyo. I really do. I want to go to Asia. I want to go to Thailand, and I understand Thailand is very beautiful and very inexpensive, but I wanted to have the Tokyo experience because both of my brother and my sister loved it, and I just feel like maybe because my sister has been there before, she wants to go where both of us, neither one of us have gone, and so I understand it, and it's going to be a great vacation anyways. But I really want to go to Tokyo, and I'm not going to bring it up again because I already know that she's got her mind made up, so it's all good. Listen to this. This is beautiful. Alice said, "You are such a blessing, Blaze. I believe that God has much more in store for you. Y'all better listen to sweet Alice when she talks." Alice, if I have a fly, I'm not going right now. I just flew right now, sweet Alice. I just got on a plane and I flew and I came back. You guys know that everything that's going on in the news has been going on every single. So I don't. So you guys, hold on. Let me go up. Alice, I'm not flying either. Y'all, I just got on an airplane. I just got on an airplane. 2 days ago, I was flying on an airplane and so is everybody else. You guys, everything that happened has been happening. I don't like 10 years ago there was like where I was living like a plane like landed in like a neighborhood. It didn't hurt anybody. Y'all the news is smoke and mirrors. The news, and Alice, I do apologize. I'm not a political person, so I cannot contribute to a political conversation. I don't vote. I'm 44 years old. I don't vote. I never will vote. If my dad or like my brothers become president, then I'll vote because they'll actually change my life. But I don't vote. I don't. I feel like the Republicans and the Democrats. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to start nothing. I'm not trying to start anything. Actually, better grammar. I'm not trying to start anything. They're all in the same boat. I mean, I don't feel like your vote counts. The Democrats have definitely played in our face. So have the Republicans. When it comes to the news, it's all smoke and mirrors. All smoke and mirrors. All of it. What's really going on, what they really people really don't want you to see is really how much we've got strings on and they're the puppeteers. And I have to say this as much as there's a playbook that they have for black people, there's also a playbook that they have for white people. There's also a playbook that they have for Asian people. You guys have to understand the government is not for you and they're not for anybody. And sometimes people think that they're just not for black people. They're not for anybody. For anybody. And the news always sensationalize what they want to sensationalize because they want you to look over here while things over here are being done. They don't want you to see it. So the plane crashes and all that stuff, that's happened every single year. When it comes to flying, two things are going to happen. You're either going to land and be alive or it's going to crash. But that's the same thing as driving your car. You're either going to get where you're going to go or you're not. God forbid that happen to anybody. But it's just like people feel like they say flying is less, you have a better chance of living flying than you do driving your car. And I can say in Houston we have so many crashes, but I understand that you guys are scared. But you guys, I'm telling you, the minute the plane takes off in 5 minutes, I'm dead asleep. Like, don't wake me up. I don't want no juice, no crackers. Asleep. You guys, getting out of the United States. Do you guys know do you guys understand? I think people think that you're going to go to another country and you're going to experience the racism that you do in the United States. You're not. It's not like there is none, but it's different, and it's definitely, when I've gone places with my sisters. Let me tell you something. The men are very appreciative. Very, very appreciative. And even with my brothers, the women, very, very appreciative. But let me come back to you guys' comments. Y'all get on a plane and get out of here. Get out of here. Sweet Alice and Wanda, get on a plane and get out of here. Possum, I'm not flying right now. Blaze says, hold on, you guys. I need to swallow. Because I need to swallow. I nothing. I just I just talked for too long and I forgot to swallow. Okay, Alice, thank you, and I received that. That goes double for you, mother-in-law. Alice says, right, Wanda. Right, Wanda. No, y'all get on a plane. Hey, real. What's up, broski, bro? There's no one else that wants to go to Tokyo. Everybody said no. Oh, okay. So my brothers, they do their thing. So usually when I go on a trip, I go with my sister. I go with my sister. And so if I told my older brother that I wanted to go to Tokyo, he would buy all of our tickets now and be like, "Let's go," because he loves Tokyo. Um, I just I just think my sister just wants to go to that one place. My sister is very bougie, and I could say that about her because she likes being called that. She's super, super bougie. And so she's just taking us to super bougie places. And we work very hard to afford that those vacations. Top of the evening reel, not hoochie mama. Yeah, yeah, I'm not trying to be a hoochie mama. Sometimes I show a little bit of tummy, but trying to be what you call it, a little, I'm trying to be a little conservative. Hoochie mama ain't nothing but a hoochie mama. Real Blaze says peace and blessings. God bless you, beautiful son, and God bless you too, sweet Alice. I'd love to talk to you offline sometime, beautiful son. Okay, Alice. Okay. All right. We can have a conversation offline. I wouldn't say that I'm scared. I'm just cautious. And always be cautious. And you know what? Alice, what is retouch? Retouch off. What is retouch? Okay, Alice, let me tell you something, okay? Um when I used to go flying, when I got before I went flying, before I got on the plane, I would pray. When I got on the plane, I would pray. When we would do liftoff, I would pray. When I would do landing, I would pray. And it was one time I was going somewhere, and the Lord said, don't pray." Don't pray for none of that. And I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, stop praying for that. He was like, I got you. I got you. When you go flying, I got you. You might so now even if I experience turbulence, all I hear is I got you. You know what I mean? It's like you do not have to pray for the same thing all the time. The Lord has answered your prayer already. If you're going flying, He's got you. So He told me, like, don't pray about it. Like, pray. You could pray about something else. Stop praying about that. I'm not going to, let anything happen to you. So, yeah, definitely be cautious. But you guys know, you guys, everything is so modern. The flight attendants, they can, the flight attendants like take naps and stuff. The plane pretty much flies itself. It doesn't fly itself, but I mean, they don't. Everything's become modernized now. You do have to you do have to be careful. Sometimes I'm just like, I like looking out the window and seeing nothing. Sometimes I see other planes and I'm just like, oh, okay, okay. Um, but I don't know. I mean, I understand how the news has sensationalized things and have made people scared to fly. But when I go to the airport, it's packed. So they really haven't, they really haven't scared off too many people. And if they have, I appreciate it. Especially that one Spirit trip that I took where I got to move all the way in the front because y'all didn't fly. I appreciate that too. Appreciate y'all for that one. And I am not ashamed to say that I take Spirit because let me tell you something. Spirit, when I was in Miami, stuck because United wouldn't take me anywhere. Spirit was like, we're going to Houston. And if I had been on that Spirit flight, I would have been in Houston and not have to deal with the absolute nightmare of Miami International. So I usually take United. I took United this trip, but I do take Spirit. I like Spirit. Shoo. I wouldn't say I'm scared, just cautious. Okay, I read that. No, the judge said don't come back to my court. Real said it's funny that two states side by side, right next to each other, one is D and other is R, and yet they have the same exact taxes, nearly same percentages, and guess what? Same mans, but they vote different. I've done my due diligence. Who that says no fear of flying here. When it's my time, it's my time. Once I was on a plane with horrible turbulence, and I just said, "Okay, Lord, you're taking me out like this. I can't do that. I can't. I can't." Sometimes I'll be sitting next to somebody and like they'll be like turbulent and they're it's like you can see like them turning white and I just look at them, I'm like, you're okay, you're gonna be okay, you're gonna be okay, and they calm down and they're like, thank you. I'm like, yeah, it's cool, it's cool. And you guys also know that if you're on okay, say that your flight was supposed to have taken off by 12:45 and then you don't leave till like 1:15. Some of the turbulence that you experience is the pilot speeding in the air. Like you never ever realize like you're 30 minutes late to leave, but you still get there on time. That's because of pilot speed. Y'all do know the pilots can speed, right? So they will speed in the air sometimes, and sometimes when they speed in the air, they will encounter pockets of turbulence that they like if they were not speeding they could have avoided or whatever, so that's that too. So sometimes when you're experiencing turbulence that means you're going to get to your gate on time or as closer to on time than usual. And I've experienced that because I've had connecting flights where I was just like, oh my goodness, we're late. I'm not going to get my connecting flight. It got my connecting flight. So put that into consideration too, you guys, okay? I've flown in a plane many times in the past. Has anybody flown in a private plane? I haven't. And I haven't flown first class yet. I went on a plane that and I was in like the front of the plane, but they didn't have like a dedicated first class, so that didn't count. But it kind of counted because it was only two of us and I had plenty of room to like my legs and everything. But anyways, has anybody flown on a private plane or flown first class? Allison, I used to travel by plane at least once or twice a year. Okay. And Wanda says, hey, Real. Real says, hey, well, hey, wellness. Spirit and I got super, Spirit. I got super delayed on them recently. They are ghetto. They are not no daggone ghetto. I've never had a problem with the Spirit flight. Never. And I used to always like my dad and my brothers would like take Spirit a lot. And like we used to be like, yeah, daddy and my brothers, they don't care because my they go to sleep too as soon as the before the plane even takes off. And so like the joke was like, yeah, they like to take Spirit because they love to fly upside down or whatever. And this was like back in the day. This was before a plane really did fly upside down. But we were like, Spirit's so cheap and, they don't really fly well. And then I took my um first trip on Spirit to Mexico. And I was like, what are people complaining about? I love this flight. The crew was happy. The crew was saying jokes the whole time. They gave out free snacks and stuff to certain people. I was like, I love United, but every now and then, okay, you could put me on a Spirit flight. Sweet Alice said, just know how to fight and be prepared to fight if you decide to take Spirit. I never had a problem. Krishna. Hey sis. it was delayed a day. I made other arrangement, but it worked out greatly. Oh, I'm sorry about that, real. I never had that experience. The color is lavender, boo. Scorpio mama, what? Okay. Scorpio mama says the cover color is lavender, boo. Okay. All right. All right. Y'all getting bored? Y'all bored or not? I'm going to. I haven't eaten. I'm gonna go fix myself a sandwich. Sandwich. Yeah, I'm gonna go fix myself a sandwich. Um, I wish I had Kool-Aid because the other day when you guys were talking about Kool-Aid and how you guys don't like Kool-Aid, I like Kool-Aid. I like that tropical punch Kool-Aid. And I like to make it and then mix it with that limeade. Not lemonade, but limeade. So good. But anyways, thank you guys for coming in. Krishna, thank you for coming in. Y'all subscribe to Krishna. Krishna goes live quite often. Sometimes you can see her husband and her sweet little son. Um, she does a lot. She actually has more than one channel. Scorpio Mama says I'm not political either. No, they're in bed with each other. They're all in bed with each other. I'm sure. My dad doesn't vote either, but when I asked my dad if he had to vote, what would he vote? He said without hesitating, he said Democrat. So just because my family are very smart and I just believe them, if I were to vote, I probably would just vote Democrat as well. Just on the strength that the ones that do vote Democrat, my dad doesn't vote, but he said that if he did, he would vote Democrat. So I would probably vote Democrat as well. But I just see them. I just don't think that there's a difference. I do think that Alice, I haven't had said I haven't had Kool-Aid in years. Yeah. I don't think a lot of people drink Kool-Aid anymore, actually. To be honest with you, I don't know. I've never been over anybody's house and they're like, "You want some Kool-Aid?" What was I saying? Like, I think people think it's weird, like when the Democrats and Republicans get together and they're laughing and shaking hands. Like, it's real to me. It's like, they're all making money. They're all, it's all like, what y'all making money on? How come you got all these millions? Um, Wanda says, "Well, Wanda, you're a very healthy, um, you're very healthy. So I wouldn't even expect you to be somebody who would drink Kool-Aid." Yeah. Anyways, let me get away from the politics because it's not my thing. It's not my thing. All right, you guys. I think I'm gonna go and make myself a sandwich. It's late to be eating, but when you're on the night shift, I actually, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna take my health a whole lot more serious. I'm definitely gonna get a little bit of plastic surgery, a little tiny bit of plastic surgery, but I'm gonna be taking my health a little bit more a lot more serious. You guys, women are starting to have more strokes, more heart attacks, a lot of things that older men we're getting women are starting to get it too. So you definitely have to take care of yourself. Definitely try to live a peaceful life. Try to use your coping skills when it comes to stress so that you're not being stressed out. Try to lose weight. Try to work on your metabolism. That's my problem. My metabolism is shot, especially from not eating breakfast, and probably because when I do eat, like say if I eat once a day, it'll be like I like these things called like bolillos from the Mexican pan dulce bakery. So I'll have like one of those with like jam and butter on it. If I do cook, because I'm cooking for me, and then I I'm really weird. I don't think I was like that when I was younger. Because like when my mom would cook something, I always wanted her leftovers for the next day. But for some reason I don't like leftovers that much, so I do go with my Tupperwares. I heat it up. Oh, I want to tell you guys, if you guys are feeding the homeless like lasagna or something, heat it up for them. Like make it piping hot. So when they get it, it might still be hot. They might not eat it right away, but at least it's hot, okay? And then you can give them extra Tupperwares because they can always use the Tupperware for things. You can go to like Costco and stuff like that and buy wipes so they can wipe their hands, sanitizer. Um, I hate to say this, but if they are an alcoholic and you know them to be, whenever you get sanitizer, get the non-alcohol one because an alcoholic, I'm telling you guys right now, will drink hand sanitizer if it has alcohol in it, and they're that desperate. Um, I was just thinking about stuff. Anyways. All right, lovely and new. All right, you guys. Yeah, 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 yeah. Alcohol is alcohol, sweet Alice, and they'll get drunk off of it, but they'll also get extremely sick off of it. I've seen it. I've literally seen it happen way too many times. And it's very unfortunate. And I do want to say, a lot of these people, a lot of the homeless population, if you look at their backstory, you will not, like Dr. Phil says, I'm not, I don't ask why you're doing, I don't ask like why you're doing it. I ask like, of course you would do it with the background that you have. A lot of them have really, really bad backgrounds. I hate to say it, a lot of them are veterans who have not been taken care of by the government. And you're like, okay, this person's an alcoholic, this person's a drug addict. And not saying that, oh, just because you've been through something in life, you should become this. But what I'm saying is, I don't blame some people. I don't judge them because if you listen to the life that they had, you'd be like, okay, all you do is drugs and you're not dead somewhere, and a lot of them become clean. You can motivate them to become clean. Yeah, try not to give them anything that has alcohol in it. Yeah, because they will drink it. They'll drink it if they get desperate enough. And if you ever watch the intervention on A&E, you'll see how what they do to become to what they do when they're desperate. They can even make their own wine. I'm just, people are smart. People are really, really smart. Sometimes I'll be like, you need to open up a business because you're a really smart person. And there are a lot of smart homeless people. They just have had run down on hard times. And even if you're living in your car and people sit there and scope you out, they'll steal your car. And you guys, the life that these people live, it's not glamorous. It's not glamorous at all. It's not. But I love you guys. I love you guys for coming in. Um, Tomorrow is Thursday. Sweet Alice is going to have her live tomorrow. Be there or be square. And I thank you guys so much for coming in. Love you guys muy mucho. Shalom. Good night. Sleep tight.